say Ghana de shemai my mama adwa mama kwaba ede aba kasia Baatan so ebra so se ede nsema hodo edi kan de edi tie de ebumfumpa na eje na won say treme na o mantam du nsia na nyina da so e wo man kronkro Ghana emu na afa wi man so de semufo asema so kroje se asante ma popia wata hudu obo asenso na obo ase anka wo eno na enejo adakita on saboso me no ne da to so du miensan fimpino ene aduonu nsia ye jebre se pesmakafo ya kenkane ede amawo dwumaku a won mo so ya se ejina ya chipne me ama ya tumede eye nsem ya somwo eye KASE3 Ghana Limited as a project ya ne bo eda for mo pasase amanso twi bi eni ho ye nkoto me nipedu na o meye o untie ma se mi bi mame na onkoto nsam fe na nanom no meke bi ma odi awada ma na odi wani atremu e wo KASE3 Ghana Limited was yenti onso betumi asida nsem bi a wo betie enese so afo a wo hwe eye ya kwani akwantempon ho nsem so wodi nani atremu e wo eye ho to aflawo kwantempon a wonom eye wakoba abaso enso e wo hopa
Tema meya so ye ebi bright so don sambi at go cheden pemprains in mesman so yiri fatime mufo a wo ho abanda na sesiara no wonhwe na insu na akona e dan sisi anada nzama bisisi no wonhwe na wonbubu ne femfi ho
e na wode wani atremu enso so e wo yoko eye headquarters hono mo anya fedi agro kra NPP was no kesia manyo ko ne manfo bi akobodo mpema ho ni nyina eye owura miracles aboaje ya kire no
esikuma odobembra kwaso won DC yo pempraise don sambi at go cheden won suku ho dan sensama nkoye no bo hwe mani na retum ejina ne nando
ensempi no akade aboboso yi ehun na nwumre ya jebre ede asom apesemakafo ya de hye sema mponhene na bomu eye memotofa bohema abena foko ye bo amene
Juman Dausa
ensemni ntremu ena yede ebre Mame nsem na se memfa emma wodi mame nkai wo sekase eboi edi ahim ni ade ncheche wa be fonten Africa sana so introdo ne introda so P3P ene ne mpatrapa eso Facebook ne so aye Mothers 102.7 Accra enso eso so YouTube aye Mothers TV Ghana udu hono mo a wa like wa share na wa comment afa me nsem na se me de ama wo ede a wuti big push wadama na aye NDC chine kese amenyokuo wo no mo hyehyɛ ya wo mo dia ba edi besiese ya kwane akwantempon emu ntokro bi che oware na emu bi nso atete se kontebe no no na wo mu ebeye ne ye ede ama yen na ehu dwumadie bi na akoso nam so ma yen soafo a wo hye ya kwane akwantempon ho ensem eso Orimonyamfo Kwame Govins agboja wotietia no chacho mu kwa probo Wakwa no ode nani ekohia mu enso ewo ho ede ko eye aflawo kwantempon ne ada hono mu a adehia bi aje ho contract ya wonum eye wakwa ye no se a ewurade Yehowa zawzaw merazo na eda na motwa ne yopo se wose ejuma wonum ahyase a wo mu eye no enche bi ahwiebe wo mu ede bepa na wie ye pa o kire ni so ede ma eye wonum a aje ho contract ya wo mu ebo ejuma wadre enso ewo so
You have brought competition onto this corridor, and I am aware that some senior people who are doing construction before you registered your company may actually not feel very comfortable because you are giving them, you are actually exposing things. There is a good exposure like this. Appear to understand the president's vision, and as far as I'm concerned, attempting to do this within cost, even ahead of schedule, puts you on the top of people who actually understand government policy and is trying to help government. It will appear that on the flip side, those who are not pulling their weight would appear to be people who don't understand government policy or do not appear to be working to make government fulfill our vision. So let us all be people who believe in the president's vision to fix our roads. I can see his appetite to get this done by September. Please, you may be the first contractor who will say that we know you want to finish early, but we'll allow you to up to the end of the year, not September. You know, you hear us saying that you should finish quickly, but in your case, we beg you, finish by December, so you can have enough time to make sure that we don't miss anything in terms of the quality.
Oni manyamfo etre se wonom aye ade pa so mabo adwuma bitibiti e wo sa kwan no eso se eno mpo ekire ya ba ma wo mu ente na wo munya se wo betumi awie no wano sa ede amaye no achi na penny contract for ya or that Timeline and Innovations Company Limited Alhaji Osman Inusa enso ekire mu kwan kora wo no fa so adwuma ko e contract wo mu etwa ne se yopo.
First of all, I would like to thank my team because I have a strong team. Without the team, I won't be here. So congratulations to the team. This for the team. This is a call to do more. You know, when they praise you, it means that go back and do double what you have been doing. So we appreciate the recognition, but it says that go back and do more. We are building this nation and we will not stop until Ghana become number one in Africa. Here is about 25 kilometers. We are at the final level, which is asphalt, and you can see we have 2 asphalt plants and all the machines, like Mr. saying that we just bought new equipment, which is employ about 800 people and more. So we have all the equipment, and by the grace of God, we deliver by December for the people of this community and Ghana.
Na ne krakra mu no na project manager Nidin Yewra Andrews otin ensusu esomu ono so ne dia wo ye dia hyemu bi ene ne ma hodo wo mu dia gu akwam se ne ebe ya sa kwan ne ye ebewie peye.
We are very happy when you made those recommendations and comments about the work that is ongoing. And in fact, it means that what we are doing is being recognized.
Yes.
And we need to do more.
Yeah.
So we will continue to do what is expected of us.
Right.
And we will not disappoint you. The same way goes to our team members at the head office and then the entire company. Because they've entrusted this project into our hands. And we need to deliver a quality work and then on time. So we cannot work just by speed and then without doing any quality work. And then we have quality control.
Okay.
That is what the consultant will make sure they check all the checks that they do to make sure that we are doing according to standard. So they approve every section. So it's a sequential order. Sometimes some of the works are concurrent.
Yes, Mothers FM.
Way and penimphobia wono mokasa ye ewo bra so afo hwe ya kwan ne akwantempo so de nani etremo ewo eye ho ene aflawo ensiesia wonom e de ahyehye so na se.
Tema meya oye ibi bright zansambi atugore cheden pemprezi ne buefu ye ankasa ni na akowie de embran sute yo yi nkrofo yi odansambi tugore cheden sesiare mesman sute yo yi nkrofo odem pempren yetum ya maye hodo na insu anada de no sisu na akwani na yetum ye hwe na ebubu na nankasa mpo no oyaza ne bu efu de dada ni na penfo won hwe na won bubu yi e ma asemi etum aya sam ti sesi odansam okopie market local market e ho ina odansam tugore cheden pemprezi won hwe na edeno sisi nso akwani na ara wontu mombubu mes mobaya insu no tobotum afam totin ekwekogu baby odokogu mes mobaya dam onye na nsam nyenkonkoti biem nyenkoti ne nsam bia ozitugwa
show a track.
Clear instructions have been given, but yet for some reason those particular persons appear to be protected by some fashion that we don't understand. And sometimes you hear all kinds of comments from the market women themselves. May your men call ukwa yenye ukwa ahad ye ukwa yenye. You know, and when that happens over and over and truly yanya, you have to respond to that.
Enza ye kwetie ye mami ebi bright oneshe no so one garrison oye Kumodo Solomon Labi no so zansambi to go cheden pemprens on unity mo aye dwuma ye ankasa ma oda wodi shovel tutun wodi tutui ma oda wotum wodi cheden nyama bebre oda wa akodo naso ni na wo cheden oda wotum wonyanza ma no yazini ye mes mo baya wotum ezi dam gata esi mu mes mo baya yempa hia so ne yempa tami na wotum ada wa fine zamehen.
We've done a lot of raking, we've done a lot of shoveling and collection, but we need specialized equipment to help us to go deeper like the Chemu Lagoon pathway, the waterway, we have to clear it. And then we need bigger machines a lot of blockages in the market to destroy. We need a lot of specialized equipment to carry out those tasks. This one we have to forward to higher authorities. We as a garrison, we don't have this equipment. The one we have is what we deploy today.
Tama Regional Fire Commander Patrick Sala no so den sambi to go che den pemprenze obepie mo ho no wonya challenge wo won engine no ho na sesiaro no odo wotum wonya manum yazini ye ankasa mes mo be ye oboboa e madame fini nara wotum wetu ase.
We have a challenge with our fire engines, but we were able to bring about 7 fire engines to support the silting of the gutters. You need a high pressure water to be able to push the debris out of the yes. So that is what we did. I wish that this exercise is repeated periodically, because if we do it today and we leave and go, we don't come back to do it. It's to come back to hunt us. So it must be a repeated exercise which will help us to solve the problem.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Enza yekweti ye Tama Regional Fire Commander Patrick Sala no so zana sambizi twato.
Yanto so ewo ensemfufro mu edianano memeneda ewo Kotoka International Airport ena eye yokofo ede onimonyamfo Dennis Miracles abwaje ni mu sei kwa ya kire no de no akwakọ hinta chese ni kuoma pene bebia wo mu enya no eba ne sia so owura ubora eye Ghana mampani abede che Canadian no ya wotu Frank Adiama Menyoko NPP His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia owura yi eye ni aid chese campaign team ni ade okasa de ma no na de hu yanse yokofo akire no ya ho nsem so enena monte so nti free memenda no de ba kwasia da de besi na dwo de ayebubruja ewa Menyoko NPP emu ehwa ne anya ne ntie se ne wo ko hono makwa kwa hwe owura ne sanse ye no ne se na amen na nipa ya kire no ne ehunu bebe de na kwa hinta tina che se nena na panade ba na wi ade ye supporters ya wonum ewo NPP amanyoko nim de santen be na efre NPP amanyoko nim na omde omani kire mu ewo ye yokofo headquarters no omsit kunkran ye ne ene de mo anka ne ewo mu aye nko wo mu kire se wo mu kire bebe omde onimonyamfo Miracles akwakọ ne mpomofo mani ko twari so omne santen ehunu bi sanse ye nchi ni pasa mu chi ni mpo a ewo se mutimi ma yehunu de etuamu.
You see, when we had when we had the news yesterday, we were trying to gather our base, and in fact, these are the supporters of Miracles Abwaji. In fact, what is happening in our country is very sad, and that is why we are coming out in our numbers to make sure that at the end of the day, we see miracle with us. If we don't see miracles with us, there's going to be a lot of, in fact, this morning when I spoke to a very close associate of Miracles, the fellow had already told me that he had come to Yoko and that the lawyers were working on his bail conditions. So as we speak, we just want to make sure, because we have seen enough precedents where people are kept in prison or in custody for more than 48 hours. As I speak to now, this morning I had a chance to speak to Miracle's wife. He says Miracle is on medication. That is our fear. That is our fear, that they release him on time. We've seen the likes of Abronia and others being in custody for over 3 days, 4 days, some up to 7 days and others. So that's our fear. We are pleading with the president to talk to Raymond Acha to release Miracles Abwaje for us. That is all that we are asking for. If by close of day, if we do not hear anything, our demonstration will continue, our protest will continue to when we see Miracles finally with us.
Way NPP amanyoko nim supporters ni bi na yetie wonum ene na se anya wo munko a ene de wo mani atremu ewo yokofo wonum headquarters honum o oni monyamfo Ahmed opiemu ewo hobi me treasury Ahmed sanso no so da nchen a yewura Mustafa Salam no so ekopiemu hobi omunyina ne nsem trefo edi nkomo echese yokofo 14 ton munya ye nipa yi emfa emaye.
Put that on record. Not council, not family.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I don't want to get into who his legal representation is as a client until they come to speak. What I know is that his legal representation have not been allowed access to him. That is a fact. So is the family. Since they picked him up till now, he's in there. That one we can confirm to you. But we are told that until Raymond comes, nothing will happen. And it's past 11. Raymond Acha hasn't appeared here. Somebody paid by taxes that we all contribute. When somebody's liberties and freedom is at stake, it's under trample. When you people promote this nonsense, when they finish with us, what they are doing to PP people, they'll come after you. And you people, you have seen that they don't give a hoot about anybody. They have taken musicians and so on and so forth. Even their own Larry Dogbe recently had to suffer, same harassment and so on and so forth of a broken system. If you people allow this broken system to persist, look, I'm not the prophet of doom.
Was it in the process? Because you are under investigation, they want to make to cry. So what are you talking about? That is the style of Yoko. Then you know him. Who to cry? I know what to do. Nepa no ebia. Okose ne ho ya ye. Onim de ase wono so. Onim de aba. Why invite na wamba? And waba no so. What no so? Ne lawyers ni bebia wo. Omonim. Ni family ni bebia wo. Wo ya journalist wonim bebia wo. When him say Yoko na ati no. Ne lawyers ya tinsa omonim. Se say na ese o ma attach ya honorable attach ya kwan. Even that I can tell you on authority that for the next day or two they will still come with excuses. Attach ya beba why say menhu no bebe o. Omoma no bail no sir, it will be onerous bail condition. Bail condition I just say sit down with my and sana ya release you. It's not fair.
Eni ekwokwoti eye onimonyam for Jerry Ahmed no do ani twemo ewo weja barabaton pesa na so no ne wonom emra hye bedwani ena fe yewura eye Salam Mustafa wo munyina chese se yokofo no wo mo formula no wo yese wu tu kwan pe airport ho no mo ani aje okwa na yedu mu ede wo enso esene asemi beto mountain so bini bisa se na owura miracles die nko na waye oye den ne akwachi ni eba ne sen na nkomodi die mu a ena yewura Bernard bedi akobedu ya wono eye mrashibedwani edema adehia wonom ewo akwatia wo bekire mu se wono nso anya ne ntie bi kire se eye dwurim bi enenam so ya akoso ewo yewrayi afa hwehwemu mapa enso ekoso achacha na okura ne dibre se pani kwantrefo ya woda interministerial coordinating committee on decentralization ano eno ho nsensem ne yepese obeyi ya no eno nti eno ogidi ye se ya kire no na so no ehwehwemu wi a ena yebehunu de asem no etie.
Far as I'm concerned, I can authoritatively tell you, say, Miracles has some questions to answer. Authoritatively, as his role as the CEO for Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, IMCC, there are serious questions for him to answer. I mean, because you're guilty. I won't say that. That involves fraud. Yes. But men cast you're guilty. But big trust is it saying that you started and wouldn't to be. And let nobody kid you. In the law, plea bargain, and so who pleaded guilty, Azana. Let nobody kid you, so just can't just or guilty. In fact, what kind 1628 now? Or say so pleaded guilty, Azana. Judge and crash out to. It will be cast a plea bargain or G2 to a ebony. Name sentence and on pay jail. Name of episode Chieska. But the chi wouldn't to me on your body be after your plea bargain.
Aha, na akwatia empinene ena yekotie ye no nanso asemi mu ene na mountain so ya obia etutu ne srene abasa obia eka de onim enso so efa ho bi ya MPP for de omani abre pa se krodom se eye omuni pe ye nyane yenyi no efa ema wo mo no krata tententen efri yokofo mpanimfo abeka ye nsa making kan bie mede amoye nsem wo matabri wo mu ene se hwie be ene de ya ena yewura Dennis Miracles aboache ye beja ne be ma ne beli no nso etumi anya ne tiri adidi mu ni nyina no wo mu ejina ya mamra no so ya 1992 constitution no aso ena wo mu de eja no esanse no aso no mu gina ye ede kwakwakyere no na nipa de bibi bo ho ana ya frawa be yi nsema no na bibi ni nso ana ye hunu ne etuamu ankasa na kyese wo mu se wo ma kyere ne de dodo na anim de ntia ya kyere na nso wo mu kyere a wo mu gina bibi so ya mra nso ta kyere ena wo mu ede kwayere onimonyamfo ne pa kyere na nso emprempren de ene de ya no yes eyade se eye beli de ne nsa betumi enso so aka
102.7
Dankwa Smith, oye first vice chairman zama NPP Amenyoko Zansambi Atugorchade Ghana man paying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and paying for Jumeza was in Onche Kra NPP not to Mishawa Jenza for Assembly wasting one another Kabibi Peno and Oyaza was so patient that your heart in Onyan for miracles Abuaje and paying for Babastion as a Kwesi Yoko Awachade and Zamabia YB Onche and Kodo too much and the multitude of Sana YBB now so into my man them way na mdom mpempren we so ne page na we na chairman Zansambi Atugorche de NDC Amenyoko when wana adwene obachichiri MPP fo na ache ye ankasa chede wa abo honi tiri mo paw na wonya abotaro so na wonya ready de MPP fo no wa ba bachichi ho ye ankasa osan de wo yanzama bi na saza obai no ntwe yi a hone ze oyaza obetum waza abotugwa anada obaka bibi waza afa ho ntimo wo ye no oyaza obokodo wa ya na se siara no NDC fo fa hye honi tiri mo de nyame ya adom anada se bibi na wo ye na anye ya hone ze wonka wano fantum oyaza wo baba na we yi hona no na obepie mu wo Ghana sorry okodo wo Mother Steve Mother Sefa fidue mu ha eno nuanyamfo Dankwa Smith ezansami na azitugwa
I calculated na my ayo man be so mbe if you tell them we so mbe che go for nyenne ba ye che o mbe che no na mama your friend say ye jaya so man was eka okay and o mbe nyina begum say ade ro ye na nye kwa de beta asi enti say enu ti ro ma kwache abuaje be ena kwambia se be yire property ade ya Ghana na akwa de say on come and this was here chutu I mean what is this salary your man government now and no more intimidation almost doing the because of an informal care as abuaje I don't plan on my chance to talk
okay I see
I say you back can part now to see for bad handed too and easy. Yeah, buy just some your friends say, some of you feel woman. What is there? Not what you buy, what you do. And I look at that. I mean, what is this? I said that the Copubia control one higher, but yeah, I look at my Ghana from the East Anamoya Diabonco. It means that little day, or money and a Pamo.
Inza ye kweti ye Dankwa Smith Northern Assembly Atugwa biom Southern Assembly to go chede ndeda ina MPP for watu hona ba no chede abano so oyaza ni nara otum okoye ne baby kakre bi no ena mentimo aso so ekwado ho na so oyaza nkrata ababota abonti a wo chede the mabato na mentimo aso kwado ho na entum ankoye no oyaza obohwe na wasanso watu ni biem.
Oh, so far so good because maybe a problem will be the letter could stop with the amount. Maybe I let the young one the only not to soon ama BBI.
Okay.
Let a quay be as a camera. Nam the letter call normal buswatwa a chum. The best up to the floor. The letter quay be our busu be no amateur because problem new one coming for letter call. Every other way you're going and then count. The letter sound the question account. I say the troll letter the call we jagba we woman to ya me say we jagba we with the letter call in this say one more I got to letter one more time one more to the ametrum.
Mothers FM yes some pa
Inza ye kweti ye ora Dankwa Smith bute Northern Assembly Atugwa
Enano ada memeda na NPP osono kese Amanyoko no da sonko kra ma wono mesanse abato chenchenche ena na yekoso ma wo mo de executive na je so obi ka na asem se skeskafi eno abi na wonum ye because so amiamia hodo bebre ye no nam so ma ba bi de wantwi kale ho nti empenifo de tabo enso so kra etumi eto so na ode wani etremu enso so ewo ewutu senya east abato mpeso na so abato ekoso no na chese enipa no be se nan na wonum ejina as youth organizers na edini no piemo Veronica Santoa yebo aminemu eno so da nchen a Rejoice yibo waka hu bi Francis Tay waka hu bi na Desmond Asamoah Crunchy ensusu dini ewo mu bie na eneje semne se wo mu to oba ni nyina ewie ye no edi kan ni a oba etumi afa nkunuma boche ewo honom se youth organizer ni dini Mame Veronica Asantoa yeboa wono na ema no hwiri di kan ya ye to aba no ede ma na dodo mu enu ntime na wo kase de empanifo atu powder ede agu ne ho se o se ye bedi animu se emebunu edombo aboafo na enu mu na owie ye no de eneje sem eso tumidie ni mo chese wo ba no obebo adwuma wadre e de aso party no asene.
For going for these elections is to help strengthen the youth wing. So by God's grace, I have won, and we are praying and hoping that everybody will come on board. I pray we all come together and then work together and win election 2028. My people believe in me. They know me. Yes. They know I can do the work. Yes. And I have what it takes to do the work. Yes. That is why they voted for me. Yes. So don't worry. We will win power. Yeah, we go to the ghettos, we go to the churches, we go to the mosques, we go to base, we go to everywhere.
We Veronica Santoa Yaboa Nene ena Yekokoti eno tumi hu se wa yongo pa fefefe Emma Mechia Abase ye newscaster ni nipa enti ene echese ni je no aba e de ama ye nyine sanse Emma no so ye bo adwuma pa ye e wa manyosem emu wakasa wie ya ena eye Ravida Kobina ono so ye to aba eyi no se ono so Emma meda eye Emma no so an women's organizer e wa manyokuo ni mo no so di nkunima ono so trese Emma ne de omukosoa ebekura omumudie mu na echi no wombe ye de ombetumi bia se na ebeya Emma no ye bepia dodo na echi ni womatiko na amanyosem no wo mu nan atintim ewomu
is we are active obetumi awura akopa resource abra wo ma maye bida mbeye deputy woman organizer enne onyame ahyamani onyam e ma beye main woman organizer enti mi gina ho se be bia resource wa mekwa akopa e de abra me ma bia mewura akopa ngo
Meguswa de wajina mo ewa wutu senya Easter bato pesuano eso ewa nano meme den pipi amanyoku abato wonom enso so etumi eto ye yamani boni BKB ekwa probo ewo mu ama nensa ekeka 1 or 2 bi di abreye enso yeke bi ama wanya bi etumi etie abato no sanso ko na wie ye no na wo mato aba eyi businessman Yera Daniel Kwesi Buadu enso so adodo na ama na hotedin se eye Chairman Stone na chese Rastamantro one stone na chese wono so no wono ena wo mo ayi no se constituency chairman enso so e wo hono ma wodi nkunimu a wono so se obebo adwuma wadre se na ebe ya mfimpinu ene aduonu wotwe abato no ye betumi apem akoso na MPP4 edi nkunimu
yo medama say ya kaka mekane say say MPP na wi ni MPP na wi ni etimesre se machita afo nyina ene de no wo so no miami ni achama ya dakwa je nyina se ka bom ya baako enti MPP na wi ni ya baako a ye beti akwa adwumanten 2028 ne de akodi 2 me no na me ba se bana me ba no ene chairman die ena me fa na me de chairman so ye ni waka mu ye ni party office ye do grounds police station when ye di chairman no eti me se ye pese basakasa bia besi ya party no kanso ha na omo manyira nyina so ye ada yo bia no e be kom nyina bom e wo me ba me ka se me pe enka bom ya nya enka bom a ye timi nya dwumaden ankoji 2 me no e timi pe enka me se e be ko bia bom nya me ko bia omo ko se ye na me probu nyina ya ke nyina bom na 2028 e kwa ko share end this one ankoji 2 me no e dia ba
Eni ekokotie ye aye Chairman Stone ne ena yekokotie ye no enu achi ena eye executive sahodo omonso so yetumi to abade ma omodi nkunimu nyina eda delegate na se so omodi omukokromoti o manfa nhye dem ne omodi apia betintim aba no ede ama omu ya wo mu ba no ombe konkoden ama 2028 elections no MPP4 etumi edi nkunimu
omunye ready so omutimi nka omunye ready say ye ba bebo omutunu ni nyina ba be kan bom na ya gisiti no ato timoji dey say 20 aswa ye be gisiti na uti senya isia ye be san gisiti no
I staff am say me deputy to Bismarck aye adwuma na ma eno na party for na some who so I'm going to bring everybody on board and we are going to work together. Victory is assured.
Any say beji power free NDC same esai so man no enda yie bebi eda no emwa Ghana for youth emwa ejedi for emwa teacher for emwa nipa bebre ni nyina ne say ye the unity and ebe ye adwuma no because with unity we can capture power 2028 my ye da makoma so ma basa me bebo amma bebia ma bedi deputy woman organizer enne yame aye madom emma ma beye main woman organizer Obiara and coalition with the mindset to say obe lose. It is losing up bar the pains and the hurt, you know, and fresh. And you know, we can grant them the opportunity to air their pains and their grievances.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Way a newly elected constituency executives you be can ask them consequency as keskafi. What woman be ena ye koko tie ye ewo eye ewo to senya Easter battle empesuano esobusia ye benum sio sabre na ye twa ye ho se atesi apaso abatia wada boafo enso ase ye ba ye de ensem no de aka ni nyina ye de beso mamenkai o se wonomu a ejina ye chi se etio se echigina fo ya yetumi atubie eye KASE3 Ghana Limited and Sasakroji Yanebo Edda from Yenti on Subetum Yesidan Yabasisia.
Adishmaima KASE3 Ghana Limited Ye Jumakubia Yesi Dine Ton Dine Eton Sasakroji Mansubia Niho Wuto Yen Sasibia Ebaya Wudia forever and ever Wabusian Dachinti Enunti KASE3 say Tia 10% pay Na fe shasie Usi Dino Na Wuchani Kakra KASE3 in Kwane won Sasi wa the whole Ghana Ya won Sasi bi wa Greater Accra Baby to say Atoman Kofi Donko Imam Pehia Danjra Kaswa Obom Dodowa Kofi Kwe Ayite Kote Weja Broadcasting Ani Bebre Sayakwa Central Region in Sua Cape Coast Ayensudo J Krodia Portin Gumwa Kwe Krum Yankwa Eastern Region Ensawam Kwasinyako Afram Krum Afayentufa Na Yanko Northern Region Yobi Watamale Nyampala Ensasano Bay UDS Campus Watamale Kumase Kwanso Yesanso wa Executive Wanzo Diada Kromu Pe Na Wusanso Pe Asasi Yantam Edia Yakuya Anefua Ye will be with the whole Ghana and on Tishu Yachakwan with the main office Accra Tesano Yeni Ghana Telecom University and our police training school and the Dishanimu Wakaswa Malam Quantum Ponoso a month from Yeni Resurrection Sorry in the Dishanimu Na Yakwa Amasama Iswa opposite the Central Marks Wa Amasama Iwa Obakwa office no I was site Wape Afe Ashaiman Yeni Lorry Station no and the Dishanimu Freying 0302 963740 Ebim 0302 963740 KASE3 Ghana Limited Yenti Usubet Miesidai.
KASE3 Ghana Limited wa yen sasa chede yen sasa no manso wantwi biara nyi ho bana beje ho sase onche biara no na wo so etum aden efera ti se pensase papa online KASE3 Ghana Limited bana beje ho sase me show de embra so asase do tutoi na botume ho asase papa na ato yen sase no so oyaza na boso da fom boko bibiara botum atobi na etue ne kakra afi mu no boso no na oyaza wo so enya asase atuwechi afia zo boko yene suku won sensama DC yowo esikuma odobembra kwa onyonyamfo bento densambi atugore chede pemprens orboa ema ne suku hundan sensama ontwe ye ni nara wetum des wonando na wesi ni ye mes mobaya adusuapa omampuntuntu ne pesua sofo so wenya adusuapa na dachi wana brabo enkonye honiya o chede pemprens oyaza worigbo school no amatimemfu KG4 kindergarten fu na robotum na wo sidan foforo za momesi mo be ya we na robotum akom na wesua ade nti ono ore chede am represent wo boa ema hone school dan nsensem ni nara etumi ejana na do asanso esiye mes mo be ya adesua ne boko na nyi achechefo no so oyaza bebre na was one baba baka ho mes mo be ya adesua ne mumpuntu ni nara etum akona nyi amatimem fa wo esikuma odabembra ka Honorable Olivia Bento na nsambia ozotu gwani
abra wotu abawe na wo se woyi mpenimfo a obetwe no wadanda na emanti ya ma mpenin John Damani Mahama wobo mi din na me ba ha no wode nhihye bebre bai na oye openin bia odwen wo mesua ho papa nti nhihye a wode ba na wo mesua nkoten o mayen school dan abasa se yensi ntoto fefe wa eye keji na yensi primary na yensi JHS Inti abra nhyehyɛ ne bae no me kuroma na me teacher me kono na me mofra wo ha na wo bre inti me sre na me yi school ne ko se me de beba ha fi se school no na hyese na aye KG4 no won so no ohia baby papa e wo se woko school a ini se baby a wokotena e wo ye fi ana e wo ye basabasa no ya adweme fine na nije no wodi hia de inti na ye de KG ne ba ha ne fi se mofra no na wo hia sala so no mampani odwen wo mesua oman biala ne wo mesua entumpon no na oman no aka echi inti na ode nhyehyɛ ne aba sɛ yensi ntɔtɔfefen wa yɛ mofra ɛna school dan abaasa ne yensi health center ebien inti dia muhwe ɛyɛ school dan no na ya start dia wawie na ndɛ ya bebu enu nti ne na yɛ de hyɛ yɛ mampani anwiam sɛ adwuma na ɔde hyɛ yɛ nsa no yɛ ma ne nse nsi fam yɛ ndi ne hwa moda
Zaya kweti ye mame Olivia Bento in Northern Sambi atuga ochede school na hyesini na free moframa hone mu kindergarten no intimpem prenzi 2-unit classroom wa commission fefefe eho in Northern Sambi tuga ochede school na hyesanye kindergarten moframa no mu na in azusua no botum amane mudo onetwe no so in district director zema education Emmanuel Set Pamwam no so impem prenzi Northern Sambi tuga ochede ne wa age papa de onyonyamfu wotum abaye bibi otedam ezama wana orihye honim kran mes mobaya azusua no so wo so wotum wegya wana do na wache maframa na aze mes mobaya dache no wobotum wenye maframa pa no so no nsam bia ozetu ugani
ya edikai ya da honorable DC madam Olivia Bento last say wama omasisa and then kakakade beautiful KG Emma Dona Amwanda DA Business School. Now there no FM. Now yeah, me person make me say me person oman who say school day one day oman dia. Nti aya na oman no wa wambra no better say that any tie. Now teacher for no ya de den na hye won sa head teacher any na chefo e beka say head teacher no ombo body na ombo den hu bai so that the den no e be che ama abusia akodu ye amai na sa de ya esi he ya ultra modern classroom block KG block the modern facilities in terms of toilet and water aba den so teachers listen here ya check ama adusian so akodu yi awo in a nice environment.
Eza kweti ye ora Emmanuel Set in Northern Sambi atugo chede mpempren ze ma me no wa hye wonim kra no papa we bobu ama hona azusua no etum akona yi mes mo be ya maframa no so hona azusua no betum edo echi bebre na daachi no so oyaza wonye maframa pa ewo esikuma odobem bra kwempesua so
Mayanto nsemene so emfa emawo edia yedi ani betremo ewo University of Mines and Technology ni tietremo eye UMAT 4 na ode wani etremo enso honom asuafo wonum wo honom etumi annam eye abelfo kwanso akeka mfidie de asia ni di womunim de ahyemu etumi aye ade betumi adada traffic ya emompe so yakwa ne akwantempon so ye no eye AI powered traffic system ye betumi aboa ewo sa kwan no eso na wabra wonom eye enhyemudie ba akwa University Innovation Fair no ase na eye AI powered traffic system no nya abasobo ma mpanimfo ehye nanimonyam se eye wonom etena se eye no womo aye ade papa eye na abra wonom ne nsamtwafo di nkomo na Mike Okofi ata ya wono na ye team leader edema wonom a womo nsa hyase eye project no na wo twetwemu eye kwankra wonom fa so eye eni dwumasompo a ebetumi edi.
The project we work on is very simple, called SmartFlow. SmartFlow is an AI optimization system that seeks to solve the problem of traffic congestion on the road. As students, you have seen firsthand coming to class late. You have seen workers who return from work being late. So that is where the idea of SmartFlow comes into play. That idea, when situated on the road, will be intelligent enough, know what traffic congestion is, and will be able to make smarter decisions that will make cars flow on the road rather than being congested on the road.
Na ni ekwokotie ye ayo obofo Mike ono ena oda wonom ano na enu achi ena Professor Richard Kwesi Amankwa wono ena ye Vice Chancellor ewo UMAT en wo say eniema say de ya na ebe wo so man nya so emfaso obotwo enu ntino we nkuya de wo obodian maso ede ama eye ahwe ya wonom hwe ya kwane akwantempon ho nseme so mekira akobadie enso so ho nseme so sene ebe ya wo munso nsabetumi asomobi na wo madada niema eno ya ade a ebetumi edi o makagyenemu ewo wo mudwumadi nyina emodi nsemo nyina tudwa ewo 2026 UMAT Innovation and Career Fair no ase.
Forward from here, we can engage specific authorities like the BNI, the Ministry of Interior regarding the security issue that they presented. We can look at the Ministry of Transport to see whether they can adopt some of these AI-powered traffic systems and all the other ones that were presented.
Na nekasa ye echie ena Dr. Ahmed Nuruddin ebejinemu edema eyeda my minds na ono so na sema okan nyina ye futuo ye ekọ ede ama aban ene asuanfo wonom ewo UMAT wonom kire se eniama se na ye oman nya so emfaso elinti aba ne se wo mo bo adwuma na wonom akai ade a wo mo de omonsa betumi aye wo ye dada sitina emu ye no so obi de ne nsa bɔ mu a ebetumi aye emfaso de bebre ede ama ye nyabuku no nko ni nyina so
Innovation and research should not end here. It should be sold to the agency, the entrepreneurs, the government agencies that will make it work because they will have to fund it. And some of them are things that the private sector can participate.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Eni ekwokotie ye yera Dr. Ahmed Nuruddin ye obejinemu edifree Damai Mines.
Yazobo tufa ako apomizemu nsema Ghana Medical Association for the Nsembi to go watch them pampering. I am brand so tell ya nso yi no yaza waterborne diseases no wan wo mudu ye ankasa ya kire embo a wo nsum kitinkita ye fo yenwon fo hu no oyaza wan wo mudu ye ankasa nti yenhwe na ye ankasa yen krakra ye ho anade yenzi ye ho yi mesmo be ya dam yoreba bi ontum omboso hena ase de ye bo horo yensa sabi ye kwagya de bo horo yensa bibi biara ebe ye no odabe yetum yensa na ansana yezizi mesmo be ya dame yarebe ontum kwhwe hen yen ensa na yafa kwankwhwe yen mesmo be ya da chibi no obo wiase no na yareba na ozenam wozen mitu gwa wabra wozen inzama akwa na dumofo no na wozen samitu gwa wache dem pempenzi yen hwe na yen zizi yen hu yen sesie yen poto mesmo be ya dame yarebe bi mpo oba yetumi yaso ano
dispatching 7 fire tenders and so for us to dispatch 7 fire tenders, it speaks to the quantum of the fire that we're dealing with. Fortunately, as it stands right now, I can confidently tell you that the fire is almost extinguished, and we are just doing salvaging and overhauling to make sure that there are no pockets of fires left anywhere that can be reignited again. So we got a call at 5:30 a.m. or we dispatched the team at 5:30 a.m. Unfortunately, the closest fire tender, which is Def Traku, was out of commission as at that particular time. And so the closest fire tender again was the industrial area. So it took us about 15 minutes to get there. But immediately the officers got there, they were proactive enough, started fighting for the fire and called in for more reinforcement. So we had the reinforcement from Ashaman, from Motorway, from our Tema regional headquarters, Tema Metro, and other fire tenders all coming together. And as at 8:18, the fire was confined from spread. And as at 10 a.m., the fire was well under control.
Yes, Abo! Mothers FM!
Inza ye kwetie ye Ghana Medical Association for one president or ye Professor Ernest York Northern Nsambisi Tugwa.
Juma yebeko nsemfoforo mu na ono no na emise yemfidie no yense ntumi anka ni voice no de ye boy ye enso eye ejahyehye no ekoso ewo eye tema akọ warehouse no eno emu na eye mpanimfo ni bi e chodum jafo mpanimfo ne chese obi empra enso ewo honom nanso no ye betutom yensa ka eye owura yok ne na ye bebo ama ahwefo nso ati na yense nyankan e de mamento so ewo ensem foforo emu e de odi wani twemu ewo Komfoanochi Teaching Hospital na chese eye bia ya ye frɛ won se pediatric diabetes clinic ho no eye ne fine no so ewo honom na no no mpanimfo bie ewo eye 2012 mfimpino ni dumienu enso emu wo mu fiti ase na eye nipa krope ena ne hododo no wasa kwa na so asiche yale ne hwɛ no na wo mu ekura bi won so mprempren yi se ebu nkontade a enipa be aha 9400 ena ho no ma wo mu nyina no akwakoye eye asiche yade diabetes bi enso eteti wo no mo na no nam so ma pomodin adwuma yefo a wo no mo ye adwuma ewo Komfoanochi Teaching Hospital chese na nse yi de niam eboboba e chese mebuno no ene emu enkwala wo mu efefe ba sisi aya me no kase die asiche yale wo mu atomu 10 time pa dodo na nya na wo mu nya de bechi bia asiche yade enim sempanifo yade no sisi ayi de emebuno enyini fefe ba wo mu ena sisi ade agire so ewo wo mu eso na ye se ensemtrefo ahoampamu je na yempe wo no mu asebe yade yi bi akire wo mu so nsraban ne wo mu entwetwe nkomo ema emu bi ene yen kasa se ne type 1 diabetes ni bi ena eye afidie di nipadua ni ma hyemfire ama ehunu se enu bi ena ewo ni nipadua emu no se ohaw bebre no na wo mu ehyiahia ukosuku mu ayade ye ewo osui atwetwe atete ni atepo ni niam bebre enso so ewo mu a wo mu efe mu pa eya ebia empenifo nso betumi ahwe aboa wo mu.
I thought I wouldn't live long. I thought I would die because I had no knowledge about type 1 diabetes, you see. And the only thing I knew was that diabetes are for older people.
I was losing weight. You see my bones and then a big tummy, bilateral edema. So they were saying it's a case and they were putting hands on me. None of my parents have the diabetes, so they were scared. So the action that they put in place, like taking in more of the herbal drugs, because they thought if I take the herbal drugs, it will cure the disease.
Enuachi ena Professor Emmanuel Ameyao ya wono so eda sabia ya wo mo hwe sa ne ma no enso so ewo no ono so echeche mu de afutu obi enso eka homaye.
We have over 400 children with diabetes. So it is not uncommon. What I mean is that we have children with diabetes, they are there, and we need to look for them and manage them. We found about 15% of our children having type 2, which implies that a lot more of our children have type 2. In Ghana, when you become big, they say, oh, this guy, you are living good. They praise you, they praise your wife, with those who are adults and working. But obesity is associated with a lot of diseases. In addition to the insulin resistance and developing or leading to type 2 diabetes, children should eat and eat appropriately. So far, the support for type 1 diabetes that we have so far is from foreign donors. I must say, under health insurance, that the insulin is free for our children, but in many cases, it is free. You go and it is not there. So that's the problem. We are not getting that big support, comprehensive, for our children from our government and our policymakers in Ghana.
Way Professor Emmanuel Ameyao ya oye pediatric endocrinologist and child health specialist ewo Komfoanochi Teaching Hospital ne ene kokotie ye say yenhwe ye mofra ne ye ene wo mpanimfo no kra enye kese boni because obi oye kese na oh why you fine wo be kom na kese yade nko a enti wo ho no mo ana wa hwe wadidie mu enso eye eno achi na Dr. Isaac ono so resident orthodontist enso ewo eye Komfoanochi ho no mo abia na wo kireche mu se yenum asiesie ho nkane adeade kakane adeade ye ni nyina no bekom no na kyese eni asiche yade diabetes no ewo twaka bi ya ni nyina na wanhwa ebetumi de ha okese abrew.
Diabetes can affect oral health, and it can do this in two ways. It can affect the progression of the disease. So let's take it that an individual didn't have diabetes, and now they've gotten diabetes. They had an oral condition, let's say, for example, periodontitis. Now, let's say you layer the diabetes on it, will complicate that. That means the disease will become worse, the complications will become worse, and even sometimes it will lead to losing of teeth. Then there's the other one. Diabetes in itself, without pre-existing condition, can also cause oral health problems like periodontal abscesses. It can lead to xerostomia. It can even lead to, let's say, dry mouth syndrome. And it can also predispose you to cavities, or in the local language, they will say caca.
Na ne krakra mu no na medical officer Dr. Amabuachewa Yeboa ya wono so ebo adwuma bitibiti ewo eye konfanoche hono mo bia oral diagnosis department wono so say se uhunu se eye eziche yade bi dedu onipadua mu antena so se bia se be wo anumu nka na anumu hawbi eko na aba na ekrotu a enwuda eni ade afini wo nana de nsuo hye nchini ebuo de bi betum amia ne seden na ekroi eda so fam baby a efam wo se ni nyina bi na chese esiche yade bi ebo wonka ye na waye ne ntem aso ano.
After our procedures such as extractions, some of them, most of them present with delayed wound healing as a result of the diabetes. So parents should feed their children with whole meal.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
We name penimphobia woman kasa ewo ene yankwada womo enyini eba diabetes enso any womo edi ehyiapa.
Yaba gudazi wako igozi munsama nkoko nkiti a Ghana mampenze bed bobazi ani nyinara enatime mufu bebe na akasa nkoko nkiti wodi sesi ara no nkoko nkiti ne yaza orubua ye ankasa wamma bebre na riye adwuma ye boko mfichire no ena wa ye bodwa poultry farm na nkoko no wogum beye 10 months na we no na mbo no we no wa fefe etono so a hasan so enyesika wankasa so etum enyebi na ze etwe we na Ministry of Food and Agriculture and Pemprenzi, we distribute 10,000 beds per 11 regions. Regions need na 10,000 beds, so na chedem kukwang zingetenom o yaza mpempre no numu atreye ankasa hona hye no numu atreye ankasa ni na wo so ano mesi mobaya timemfo benya adwuma ye mbebu na wenya adwuma ya otititifie no ni na wetum wenya adwuma ye nti wodin sambi to go wa chede sesi ara no kukwang tingeti project no orokodu busy we sure boa ema man Ghana ye ni sikasam nye na adwuma sam ni na so etumpon amanye.
The Nkukong Kitenkete program. The Nkukong Kitenkete program is a flagship program to transform the poultry subsector of our country. The program has 3 major components, but when it comes to implementation, we have boiled them into 2. The first one is what we call the backyard poultry. Actually, that's what we have started, and we have not even completed that. The backyard poultry. The backyard poultry is to ignite interest of households, individual Ghanaians in the poultry business. So that people will take interest, invest in it, and then earn a livelihood from that business. Don't forget that in Ghana, agriculture is entirely private sector led. Government only creates that conducive, congenial atmosphere for private individuals and entities to take advantage of. And so, under the first approach, the backyard poultry, is this one. Ministry of Food and Agriculture procures bears and feeds, and then through our district offices, we have identified commercial farmers in all the districts. These commercial farmers, commercial poultry farmers, have the facilities, they have the experience, and they have the willingness to help actualize this laudable government program.
Minister of Food and Agriculture Eric Opoku in Northern Sambi Tuga Oneshi no so osan so den Sambi Tuga cheden pemprenzi wopeda wotre hona hyem no bebre na sesiara yeke say nkronkro a wonye bi wodo ye Western North ahafo Bono East na afa Western region na wo hye de sesiara no wopeda wotre ma na wozkopie mu Northern region mes mobeya edwuma bokodo embebu no so benye edwuma ye o se de sesiara no nkokwa nkete project no oroko nanyi ma ankasa sa timemfo ye adwuma ye na afi so wo ma adwuma onyi omai Ghana so no do etum atew
10,000 per region. We are not done with all the regions.
Okay.
As we speak, we are done with Western North, we are done with Ahafo, we are done with Bono East, we are done with about 11 regions, including Western. But Western, we have our best at the brooding places for brooding. When they are done, then we start with the distribution. We are yet to move to Northern region for distribution to continue. So it is the experience, the expertise, and the facilities of these commercial farmers that have supported us in brooding these bears.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Isaiah Kwekotie Ora Eric Opoku, Minister of Food and Agriculture, Northern and Sambizu to God says you are getting in Kukwangiti project no Oyaza or Konenim ye Ankasa. Inti aha and Yazek Abadaya Cassiani in Arabe baby Sina de Biara Kelde Cassiabwe so Jumokwa was a Henasi a KASE3 Ghana Limited. A pensas papa mansu when you be arranging what Brabaj wants I say on Chebiara no also etum aden if you run a bakoda you are so terrifying in some nibia yaziba e basum nibi
na unim se nkokon kitinkiti papai say last week ni mu na obeka ye se eyi akuafo na ere nkokon no omo a che nkokon na ere papai se monwe kakra na monton kakra se ni ebeboa won se akwa no na no abi na odi bedidi so be iska koton na mo na nkokon abada ho ye makra na nkokon so ofie de oyen ya na nke bi abaako bi wudi atwa no spede na mo nkokon ya ye se monton aban se monton no na nkokon no mache nkokon no na mo amare ona bone so ha na obi aye video ona bo kensa ko nkokon ni bi naja ya dia ya kaloma ya omore nkokon no so do photo money fear no Jesus do bo ya famade enso no obepa ne nsa
10,000 besi ebi wom
unya 50
omo wi ebi beka
ebi beka ba omo susu nwe esa aban fa so opese eni so adi na etechira aban de ba ye nya ti ekriafo mesremo ebi no susu ma omo no munya omo de why na mama ye nwene da ache na afi ye ntete eye nkokono na omo ntu nkosia na emmoa na eye akua yodwuma no susu emfa ne tampa
kramenye bi
emfa uhia bi
menye bi
uye mbi ohu ewo wo achire ho no
mechire wa
ese na omo tese omo aduru be ese
omo epeja kakaka enche na meton na me wibi
na wo wi susure no me problem ho ne me how no enka wo ya na bia ba aku bi se 50 kura na nka ware ba ko be ba bibi ni die
ye
be du
na say ye tin kan ye na nka
say ngokono maduane nso ne ade won say ka wo na ye invest on ti bibia ni amususu entwa manum spede de nkokọ krampo ye nwini bebre sa
fat so
Dr. Fokona make us say ti ya di besi na jumedi wo ho nso so atwa so e de amawo mu na ye mo ye di na ye nsore na dia kan so emra
enti ame amezika se ebo ebosom edina mejida ayedwuma da usamene
motofa bohima abena foku yeboa yeda masesa moje ebrehwe ye etie yen Mothers TV so ena afi Mothers FM ena afi Facebook nenso so eso sabrede de mosi yakra